The icy realm of Antarctica is located at the far end of our planet, a place as cold and unwelcoming as the depths of space. Encompassing an enormous area of over 5 million square miles, Antarctica is covered by thick layers of ice, with some ice sheets descending more than a mile into the Earth's crust. In this realm, where conventional temperature norms yield, the daily temperature drops to a chilling minus 49 degrees Fahrenheit. Also, the strong winds sweep across the icy plains at speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour. Secluded, abandoned, and draped in a snowy blanket, Antarctica stands out in numerous ways. It's the windiest, driest, and loneliest place, with ice covering over 97% of its surface. Surprisingly, this icy land hasn't always been so isolated. Long ago, beyond human memory, Antarctica was a fragment of a larger puzzle called Gondwana, a massive supercontinent that held not only Antarctica, but also Australia, Africa, South America, India, and New Zealand. Gondwana's narrative began to unfold about 190 million years ago, as its components started to separate. Antarctica then began a gradual southward drift, eventually reaching its current position on the planet. In this challenging environment, where survival is a formidable task, the sole inhabitants are a distinctive group of explorers, scientists who have established research stations across this frozen expanse. Traditional geology has long suggested that the harsh conditions of Antarctica were too inhospitable for ancient humans to conquer, a place too harsh to inhabit. However, amid the icy silence, some rumors inspired by social media and conspiracy theories weave a mystery tale. A tale of a mysterious pyramid concealed within Antarctica's frozen expanses. Some satellite images reveal a triangular structure, a conceivable human creation that emerged from the icy covering. Speculation mounts about a massive and enigmatic pyramid standing in the snowy landscape, reminiscent of the ancient wonders of Egypt, but even grander. In the southern part of Antarctica's Ellsworth Mountain range, this pyramid-like shape breaks through the icy surface, almost as if it's attempting to unveil history's secrets. The Ellsworth Mountains, a long chain of peaks reaching for the sky, constitute the tallest landmarks in Antarctica. Stretching over 300 kilometers from north to south, these mountains grace the western edge of the Run Ice Shelf in Mary Birdland. They were discovered in 1935, when a plane piloted by Lincoln Ellsworth flew over, exposing these frozen heights within Chilean Antarctic territory. The Ellsworth Mountains experience an average temperature of minus 30 degrees, offering a brief window of opportunity for adventurers only between November and January, when winter temporarily recedes. Comparing it to the grandeur of the Great Pyramid, a tall structure with a square base, each side stretching over 2 kilometers, makes us wonder, like a shining piece of ice surrounded by thoughts, could our ancestors have gone to Antarctica and built a pyramid under the ice using their own hands? If this bold idea is true, many questions arise, hitting against what we know. How did they manage to build such a massive structure in that harsh environment? When did they do this big building job? And who were these builders? According to the Earth's history, Antarctica stayed trapped under ice for a very long time, telling us stories from ancient days. Amidst doubts, glimpses of a different time emerge. Hints that Antarctica may have once shed its icy covering and experienced warmth, at least in scattered areas. Stories from Polynesian traditions recount heroes exploring this enigmatic land. A scholar named Argon attempted to weave these tales together in a book called Out of Antarctica. This daring book dared to question what history had obscured. The Polynesian narratives depict a land with white sentinels rising from the water, icebergs, and creatures like seals and penguins, elements that we now associate with Antarctica. They claim that this was their ancestral origin and their unique source. Did they genuinely believe this? Was it an image painted in ancient times? Or did this icy terrain once host human warmth? Regardless, around 35 million years ago, a transformation occurred. the Southern Ocean came into existence like an intricate network of currents, isolating Antarctica from other lands. It became enveloped by water that shielded it from warmer currents, rendering it profoundly cold. Ice accumulated, and frigidity prevailed, a blend of ice and chill. As time passed, the reality became apparent. Antarctica transformed into an icy realm, too cold for most life forms. Its history is now shrouded in ice. The notion persists that perhaps, in a distant era, people have lived on this ice under a warm sky. However, the concrete evidence, the marks on the timeline, tell a story from countless ages ago. Humans and Antarctica coexisted, though not in the manner we imagine. No pyramids or dwellings were built on this frozen land. However, in 2017, a bit of the present day brought a new perspective. German scientists started a journey to gather information about Antarctica's climate from the frozen ocean floors. Their tools were extraordinary, like a drill capable of digging through time itself. When they looked at the samples, they saw something amazing. They found more than 60 kinds of plants, like the ones in rainforests, from a time when the climate was like northern Italy's. The scientists discovered the hidden subsurface habitat on the Larsen ice shelf, a vast sheet of ice connected to the eastern coast of the Antarctic Peninsula. This ice shelf famously gave birth to the world's largest sized iceberg known to humanity in 2021. After satellite photographs revealed a strange depression on the ice shelf near the point where it met the shore, researchers recognized the peculiar structure as a subsurface river. To get access to the underground cavern, the team used a powerful hot water hose to bore down nearly 1,650 feet below the ice's surface. A camera was sent down the freezing tube into the cavern, but the video feed was obscured by hundreds of microscopic, fuzzy particles in the water. The scientists collected samples from the seafloor in 2018, after drilling 2 holes into the Weddell Sea's Ekstrom ice shelf. The diversity of life on the ocean floor was better than in many accessible water samples discovered on continental shelves with light and food supply. The team initially thought that their equipment had broken. They noticed little amphipod crustaceans crowding the lens after reframing the camera. The team was taken aback by this since they had not foreseen discovering any life so deep beneath the frozen surface. Among the marine species, the researchers identified serpulid worms, colony-forming invertebrates, and bryozoans. These creatures are suspension feeders, which means they stay at the bottom of the ocean and scavenge for floating organic particles. The scientists believe they are devouring algae brought underneath the ice sheet by currents. In this diverse group, something both interesting and a bit spooky showed up. Sea spiders with legs as big as dinner plates. These creatures breathe, eat, and digest through their legs, which is a really special way of living that's different from what we usually think. How did they manage to survive in such tough conditions? This mystery got the attention of both scientists and people who like to imagine things, leading to ideas that they are like sparks of light in the dark. In the frozen land of Antarctica, this was a surprising discovery, mixed with a spirit of exploration, a finding that didn't match what the climate was supposed to be like. A puzzle appeared. Life grew in conditions that would scare most others away. As people thought and scientists studied, an old map came out of history's shadows. The Piri Reis map, found in 1929, hinted that there might have been a time when Antarctica wasn't so cold, maybe around 6,000 years ago. During that time, when pyramids were being built in faraway places, humans could have walked on its icy plains because of a warmer climate. In the realm of ideas, there are hints of pyramids in Antarctica, maybe built by alien beings from the stars who might have lived there long ago. The story tells of these advanced beings coming way before the land got covered in ice and making mysterious structures that are now hidden under the frozen surface. Yet there are doubts about these pyramid stories. Snopes, a trusted website that bursts myths, has consistently said that there are no pyramids in Antarctica. They compare it to seeing things that aren't there on the ice. In 2022, a blog post spoke about Marines supposedly looking into ancient pyramids under Antarctica's ice, but big social media platforms said it was fake news. People who don't believe in the pyramid idea have a simple explanation. It's because of nature's wearing forces. The icy winds and the cycle of freezing and thawing have shaped mountains into pyramid-like forms over a long time. At night, this natural pattern makes snow turn into ice, and this makes the ice crack and expand, and because of gravity, big pieces of rock fall. Skeptics say that the pyramid shapes in Antarctica, and even famous peaks like the Matterhorn in the Alps, got their pyramid look because of nature's work. In the mix of different ideas, mainstream geologists bring a sensible perspective. They say we should look at Earth's geological history. They suggest a reasonable idea, a nunatak, which is a rocky hill sticking out through the ice, and these nunataks are shaped by the wind and water, showing how nature can change the rock underneath. Antarctica and other icy places have a lot of these formations. They look different, with some even seeming like pyramids, but are made by Earth's processes, not by people or aliens. In icy Antarctica, it's a far-off and hard-to-reach place that keeps its secrets close, making those who want to uncover its hidden truths curious. The ice covering Antarctica makes a perfect background for stories and legends, where amazing things and normal things mix, making us want to learn more. Antarctica keeps Earth's history frozen deep inside, inviting us to look back in time and learn from the stories in ice and rock. The secrets hidden under the ice makes us want to discover our planet's past by hearing the whispers from its deep parts. And that brings us to the end of this video. If you like this video, click on the screen to watch other videos like this one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on the notification bell to get notified when we post a new video.